Kevin Durant was traded, Bradley Beal was gone, and Phoenix had finished the season with a disappointing 36-46 record. The media was quick to declare the team's demise, claiming Booker's prime was being wasted, that the Suns' championship window was closed, and that it was time to tank and rebuild. But instead of collapsing, Phoenix became one of the league's most inspiring stories, winning 8 of their last 10 games.
Caruso defending. Booker eyes the clock. Suns spreading the floor. Book raising up. Fires. Boom!
Let's take a closer look at what's happening with the Phoenix Suns, who have not only rebounded but might even be more dangerous than when Kevin Durant was on the roster. Their recent wins over teams like OKC and the Knicks show just how much has changed. So, how did a team that lost one of the top 15 players in NBA history actually improve? What changed beyond just the names on the jerseys? Today, we're breaking down the identity shift, the statistical proof, and the players driving this transformation. Think back to last year's Phoenix squad. Talented? Absolutely. You had Kevin Durant, one of the greatest scorers in NBA history, Devin Booker, capable of scoring against anyone, and Bradley Beal, healthy at least on paper. On talent alone, they should have been competing for a top 4 seed. But when games got physical, when the intensity ramped up, or when they fell behind by double digits in the third quarter, that team folded. They couldn't win battles in the paint or match the intensity of playoff-caliber opponents. Their effort was inconsistent, coming and going depending on the night. Fast forward to the 2025-26 Suns, and it's a completely different team, and not just because of the roster. Phoenix has embraced an identity it hasn't had in years. They're physical, aggressive, and relentless, thriving on getting under opponents' skin. Their style, often described as smash-mouth basketball, has them diving for loose balls, trash-talking, and backing it up with action. They fight back from 20-point deficits in games their previous team might have mailed in. Essentially, they've become villains on the court, and they're loving it. A major catalyst for this transformation is Dillon Brooks. When Phoenix acquired Brooks in the Durant trade, many assumed he was just a salary filler, a role player who could guard some wings. Instead, Brooks brought a complete cultural shift. His mentality, making opponents hate every minute of the game, competing on every possession, and setting a defensive tone, has become contagious. Alongside Colin Gillespie, Brooks leads this new approach, energizing the team from tip-off and setting the standard that the rest of the roster has followed. Even Grayson Allen, once one of the most hated players in college basketball, is thriving in this environment. Devin Booker has become more physical, more engaged defensively, and more willing to mix it up. What the Suns gained in the Durant trade wasn't just a player, it was an identity and a reason to play hard every night. Once that foundation was in place, everything else started clicking. And that's where things get truly interesting.
Running the ball. Now they missed Josh Hart. I mean, that's the one guy.
Booker driving and brings the boom!
Talking about culture and toughness is easy. Anyone can claim their team plays hard, and every coach in the league preaches effort and energy. But the Suns actually have the stats to back it up. Look at the year-over-year improvements in areas that truly measure effort. Numbers you can't fake with a system or lucky shooting. Last season, Phoenix ranked 26th in the league in offensive rebound percentage at 26.4%, showing they didn't compete much on the glass. This year, they've jumped to 5th at 33.9%, a 21-spot leap and a 7.5 percentage point improvement. They went from one of the worst offensive rebounding teams to one of the best simply by crashing the boards instead of leaking out or standing around. Phoenix also leads the NBA in steals at 10.8 per game and ranks second in points off turnovers at 22.2 per game, converting defense into elite offense. Second chance points improved from 26th to 8th, and opponent fast break points allowed dropped from 26th to 8th, meaning they're no longer giving up easy transition buckets. The pattern is clear. These aren't stats affected by shooting variance or free throw luck. They come from effort, determination, and caring about winning. In short, the Suns' dramatic improvements are the result of simply giving a damn. A lot of credit goes to first-year head coach Jordan Ott. At just 40 years old and with no previous head coaching experience at this level, he has completely transformed how the Suns operate on both ends of the floor. His defensive philosophy emphasizes instinct and communication rather than simply assembling athletic talent and hoping it works. As one analyst noted, Phoenix's defense succeeds because players react quickly and understand the game, not because they roll out 5 elite athletes each possession. Ott has maximized the roster's strengths instead of forcing them into a system that doesn't fit. On offense, he strikes a balance between analytics and player freedom, empowering guys to make reads and take open shots. Players have called his approach genius, praising his ability to manipulate defenses and put teammates in positions to succeed. The buy-in has been total, evident in the team's relentless effort every night. But effort against weaker teams doesn't tell the full story. Phoenix has proven itself against top competition. Their 108-105 upset over defending champions Oklahoma City featured Devin Booker hitting a 35-foot step-back 3 over Caruso and Jordan Goodwin exploding off the bench for 26 points. Against the Knicks, a notoriously physical team, the Suns matched the intensity for 48 minutes, winning 112-107 with Dillon Brooks scoring 27 points and Grayson Allen making key defensive plays. Wins over Minnesota and San Antonio further reinforce the pattern. This is a team beating good opponents in competitive, physical games. Remarkably, they've done all this without Jalen Green, their supposed best young asset, and after trading a Hall of Famer, showing that this transformation is real. The key contributors are many. Devin Booker remains the franchise cornerstone but has evolved into a true playmaker, averaging 6.4 assists per game and trusting teammates instead of forcing hero shots. Phoenix is 8-1 in games where he records 9 or more assists, demonstrating the impact of his willingness to distribute. Dillon Brooks is having the best season of his career at 29, scoring over 21 points per game while guarding the opposing team's top perimeter player and providing leadership and intensity that sets the tone for the entire roster. Colin Gillespie's journey is remarkable, from undrafted G League player to starting point guard averaging 13.4 points, 4.9 assists, 4.1 rebounds, and 1.4 steals per game on 60% true shooting, excelling both offensively and defensively. The supporting cast is thriving as well. Mark Williams anchors the defense with 12.3 points and 8.2 rebounds per game. Grayson Allen brings defensive intensity, and Jordan Goodwin provides energy and scoring off the bench. The Suns traded away 2 superstars last summer and ended up with something even more valuable: an identity. They now know who they are, a team that plays hard for 48 minutes, crashes the glass, forces turnovers, and makes opponents uncomfortable. With a first-year coach they believe in, a superstar elevating everyone around him, and a roster full of overachievers, the Suns are proving to the Western Conference that they cannot be overlooked. And with Jalen Green's eventual return, the team could add another dynamic scorer to an already cohesive, identity-driven squad. The rest of the West may have underestimated them last offseason, but this is not the same Phoenix Suns, and come playoff time, many teams are going to wish they had paid closer attention.